Hey, so welcome to the GovCon journey to $1 million. My name is 𝗟𝗶𝗱𝗂𝗃. It is cold. I'm doing this video on the 11th of January and realizing I'm starting off poorly, but that's okay. If you're here for the journey, you're the one I want to talk to. I am starting a company called NancyCo as a brand new government contracting business and getting it to $1 million in 2025. It's a way for me to sit there and walk the talk. I have been teaching government contracting for 8 years after I had run 2 different government contracting businesses for 20 years. And so now I just want to start in 2025 and show you yet again, look, I'm not just telling you what you should do. And hey, if I started a company again, this is what I would do. Those are all good video and content that I can provide. But now I want to sit there and show you that, look, I'm literally doing it. And I'm doing it kind of, I started my last real government contracting company in 2007 timeframe. So I think we're talking about 20 years, right? Since I started it. I sold it in 2017, end of 2017, beginning of 18. And so here it is, almost 20 years since the last time I started it. And I'm showing you this process I teach is going to get you to $1 million if you follow it. I'm not doing a ton of training. If this is your first time here, I'm not doing a ton of training. I'm kind of teaching by exposing you to the process that I'm following myself. I teach all day long during the business week for free on LinkedIn at noon, and you can watch that. If you've been engaging in comments and you're following the journey, welcome back. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your comments. I love seeing that. I love hearing about your company. Let me know if you have struggles that are in there. Okay, let me give you a quick recap, and then I'm going to get to today's task. So just really quickly, today is January 11th. I record on the day, so I'm only spending an hour at most a day on NancyCo. Nancy's my wife. That's why the company's name is NancyCo. But I only spend an hour a day because first off, I got a day job and I got all these other projects that I'm working on. But I'm very good or very experienced. Let me say that humbly, right? I'm very experienced, and so I can do this much faster than you if you're just starting a business or if you're struggling, right? I've been teaching a long time, so I know what I should be doing, and I should be able to do it faster. But I'm not doing anything miraculous. Day 1 and day 2, I took the time to hit the whiteboard and decide what I want to sell, right? And so what I'm selling is LinkedIn engagement, basically. Let me see if I got my PowerPoint slides open just so I can reference it. Let me pull it up because I had a cool name or little hook that I was saying, and I might even use it today's task. But what I summarized it down to on what I sell after I went through this exercise, and you can binge watch the first episodes, but we help federal buyers engage industry by maximizing the power of LinkedIn. So we help who? Federal agencies or federal buyers. What do we help them do? Engage industry. So that is reaching out to the small businesses like you. Government buyers need to find you, and I help them engage with you and with industry by maximize the power of LinkedIn. I've been using LinkedIn since 2007. I've been using it, but the last 8 years I have just doubled down on this particular outreach activity. So I think I can sell that to the government. That's why I chose it. Day 3 and 4, I was going basically into finding who buys what I sell, so which agencies. And then I moved into which codes do they use, this NAICS code, this PSC. Again, you can watch the previous episodes if you need to. But which ones are used. Then I went into going, which companies like yours are winning what I want, so that I might be able to team up, or I might be able to go in there and try to take the work away. Like, hey, let me compete in there. And then yesterday I switched over into, I think I got enough information. I wanted to make sure I had a solid idea of what I was going to sell and who I was going to sell it to and who I can potentially work with to get in the door from a industry perspective, like a teaming partnership. So then yesterday I said, okay, let's start the LLC. I don't like starting a company or an LLC if I don't really know what I'm going to sell. So I started the process yesterday. It was really fast because the company I use, Harvard Business Services out of Delaware, I sent an application into them. It's like 5 fields. Just tell me what you want the company name to be. And right now they're doing a company check. It's the weekend, so they'll be back on Monday. They'll probably get hold of me on Monday and say, hey, we did a company check. The company name is available. Would you like to proceed? I'll tell you more about that on Monday. So today I said, what am I going to work on while I'm waiting? And what I wanted to work on was, before I talk about today, the next thing I thought I'd just take a stab at is a capability statement. I teach that you should have a single front side only capability statement that is a 6-second capability statement. What this means is in 6 seconds, people can figure out what I do. And so I need to get that done. And as I go through and I build it, I'll talk to you more about it. But right out of the gate, I was like, well, I don't have a logo. And I always say the very first thing in the top left-hand corner of your capability statement is a logo. I'm like, all right, well, let's go get a logo. So today's activity for me, I'm going to go get a logo, or I'm going to start the process to get a logo. And I wanted to show you right from the scratch what I do. I've used a company called Fiverr, and I'll show you in a second. But going in, I'm going to go in on this NancyCo company. I'm going to go in as if I'm my wife's name in there. So I'm trying not to use my name wherever I can so that I can show you this is what it's like to build a company as close as possible as I can get to scratch, right? Obviously, I have more experience than the average person, but I'm going to show you the whole process. So if I come over here, this is Fiverr. I'm going to put myself down in a little box here in the bottom right, and I'm going to head on over to the website here and start going in. So the first thing I need to do, I can look around, but I know what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to kind of do a contest, and I'm going to figure that out in a second. So let me join. And so in here, I'm going to continue with an email. And let's say the email, let's get rid of all this stuff. Delete. Okay, good. So let me do one that is NancyCo. That's my email. Let me stop sharing for 1 second, create that account. But you see how easy that is, right? Okay. It's funny. Hopefully this thing, I just had to create the email account yesterday for Nancy at NancyCo because I went to register my company and they asked for an email. Oh, let me do that. You see, you got all these little things that add up, but it's not hard. It's just steps. So, okay, I got to choose a quick username, and I'm just going to use, really, I typed in NancyCo as my username, and it's taken. Hey, okay, there's that. Let me write my username down really quick. And I might be like making things a little way too visible, but that's okay. Let me create that account really quick. And let me go. I'm just confirming in the background, creating this account, and then I'll come back to you or share in a second. Where do I need to go? Oh, good. It worked. So I wasn't sure my email was working because I haven't got any emails. My fancy code, 445533. I love that. It's a one-time use. Okay, so let me go back and share. Where are you? I'm going to go back and share because it looks like I just created an account. What brings you to I'm buying freelance services? So that was easy. So by the way, I know what I'm doing in Fiverr. I'm trying to walk through it as if it's my very first time I'm starting a whole new account. So you saw I just had to enter little information. I got a confirmation email. Now I'm back here. And what do you plan to buy services for? Primary job. So it's primary business. So my primary job or business sounds right. How many people work at your company? Just me. Nice. And what are you looking for today? I want to start a project. No. Specific service. Well, can I do a contest? Something that requires multiple services. I don't want that. So here, looking to get a specific single thing done. Well, that's what I want. I want a logo. So let me just hit finish. Hey, this is the beginning of your journey. I don't want to explore yet. You can explore, but I'm here. And so what I'm looking for, user-generated content. Here's logo design. I think that's probably where I'm going to go. What I'm really looking for, I don't want to explore these people. What I'm really looking for, and by the way, this is what I said in previous videos, is that I want to show you that even experienced people, as experienced as we are, we still kind of stumble. We back up for a second, regroup, we go forward. It's like navigating a maze to start a business or to be successful in life. You just go down a pathway inside of a maze, you hit a wall, you're like, oh, well, turn around, go back the other way. It's not the end of the world. So here, what I'm really looking for, I just got to read these really quick to see if I can see like whether they do a contest. And none of that stuff. Well, so let me see what getting started does. how would you like to describe your project? So this is AI doing it. It'd be interesting, but I need a company logo for my company. That's stupid, but oh well. So I think that describes that enough. I'm going to stop and see if it asks me another question. Yeah, I know you need more information. Yeah, because your prompt wasn't good enough. Yeah, delete it. I know what I'm doing. What service are you looking for? Logo creation. I'm looking for somewhere where it says, so logo services, find a logo designer, pro services, category. I don't want that. Okay, so logo services, find a logo designer. I don't want to find a logo designer. What I'm really looking for is to start a project. And so, sorry, this is taking a little bit longer. They used to have this, and I haven't done it in a while. And I'm just looking really quick. And this video is not like some fast-paced TikTok thing or fast-paced TikTok thing. I can see all these people, but what I'm looking for, and it's funny, I don't see this contest. There used to be a contest I would do. Let me just try something really quick. Fiverr contest. Launch a logo concert. That's design crowd. 24 best contest services. No, that's not it. Running a contest. They might have got rid of it. So I'm going to try this one really quick just to see if I can see it. No, there isn't. Okay, well, used to be on LinkedIn, maybe I was on Freelancer or some other tool, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to come in here and just try to follow its guide. So I'm looking for logo design, nothing special. So I'm going to start with that. Logo design, logo options. What am I looking for here? 3D. I don't care about any of those fancy things. I'm just going to say modern. That sounds interesting. Service offerings. I don't know what those are, so I don't care. File format. I'm not going to choose those because they should be able to get them back to me. Services include. All right, I'm just going to say okay to that. And then seller details. Well, you know what? How about top rated? Why not? Actually, I might say top rated and level 1 because you can see it kind of goes down from there. I don't care about the agency. I do care about online now. How about we just take that and limit it down? I definitely want them to speak English because I don't speak anything else. And I think I'm just going to take a stab at in the United States, so maybe they'll get me a little bit more. I work with freelancers all the time, and so I don't have a problem with working with people all around the world. Just in this particular case, I'm looking something different. So my budget, I want to spend less than $30. I'm starting a new company. I'm keeping my money minimalistic. I can always come back and do a fancy one later. And let's just say up to 3 days. Actually, I'll leave anytime because I don't really care. It's not like I'm actually going to use that logo like in the next week. So we'll see where it goes. Okay, so that's funny. So I did all my stuff. And what I think they did was then serve me up who we want. This is hilarious. Look at that. Because I did what I did, all I have are these. So this is an ad. This is an ad. This is not an ad. I will create your business logo from $10. I don't care. I have no way of judging any of these people until you give me something back. So I'm going to look at the cost here really quick, just so you know. Hey, come on. Let me roll in. I want you to be able to see this a teeny bit. So over here, they got the starter package, right? 2 concepts. I don't care. I just want one. Logo transparency, vector file. None of that means anything to me. I just need a good, decent file. High quality, unlimited revisions, which I don't understand. So they're going to give me 2 different logos and they'll just revise it around, but that's $10. And then here's standard for $20. What do I get? High quality, 3 concepts. So maybe that's the change. 5 concepts. So far I'm okay with this. And I have no idea. I'm not a graphic person, so I don't really care. So I'm going to look in here and see how I can order this. about this gig. I wasn't sure where I wanted to go, but blah, blah, blah. We're brand identity, highly talented, dedicated team. It's funny. It says America, but I wonder if like somebody gets it and they send it offshore, which I don't really care. As long as the person who's talking to me can understand what I'm saying. So I don't see how to place the order though. Oh, I guess right here. I'm silly. So I'm choosing the basic one, starter package. I'll create the logo, extra fast, additional revisions. I don't need to upgrade at all. So I'm okay with where I'm at. You'll get graphics showing your logo that you can use on social media platforms. I don't really care at the moment. If they give me a decent logo, I don't really need anything else. I don't need to order anything special at the moment. So I'm just going to say continue. And so give me a second to go. Hopefully I was sharing that. Yeah, good. Give me a second. I'm going to pay for it and I'll show you whatever that says. So United States is where I'm at. Wish I could use PayPal. Oh, I can use PayPal. So I just I don't have a bank set up for NancyCo, so looks like I'm gonna have to fund the whole $14.37. There's by the way, just you're not seeing this, but it's $10 for the request. Then it's $3.55 for Fiverr, the company service fee, and then a sales tax of 82 cents. Whopping $14.37 for a logo, 2-day delivery time. Let me just pay for it and I'll share my screen again really quick. PayPal's doing its magic, blah, 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 blah. Agree, pay now. So I'm spending $14.37 to get a logo. And I think I can share my screen. So let me come back and share my screen again. Okay, so your purchase confirmed and there's blah, blah, blah. Fill in info, get started. Freelancer will need this info before they get started. If you're ordering for business, what's your industry? So I'm going to start here. This is some of the tips I want to give you. Federal, federal market, and then United States, just so we're clear which federal. So United States federal market. Save industry to my profile. That's fine. Is this order part of a bigger project you're working on? No. Oh, maybe it is actually. It's kind of like brand identity development. So I'll say yes, just give them a little thing. Logo and a business name, colors you want, any competitor logos you like. Okay, so they're giving us some guidance, like a 2,500 characters, but I don't want to spend that much time. So my company is called NancyCo. It is brand new. Oh, actually, I might even tell them they can go to this YouTube channel to be able to look at that. I might grab that, provide that link as well and say, hey, here's the video of what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing. But my company's called NancyCo. It's a brand new company that will support federal agencies as our target customer. Where'd I go? Customer. So I want the colors to be basic, similar to federal agencies or government. Hopefully they'll figure it out. If they're in America, they'll, it shouldn't take them 2 seconds to just go look. Oh, check out GovCon chamber.com for reference. Because I run GovCon Chamber and it's all of it is actually government contracting. So that's out there. So here I'm saying that colors I want, logo, business name. My main offer is around LinkedIn services to these federal agencies. So maybe, a logo in a very small way, similar to LinkedIn's. logo. I don't know. That's pretty much all I got, right? I'm not a graphic person. I'm a functional person. The information I provide is accurate and complete. Yeah, well, there's nothing else in there. Any changes will require the seller's approval and may be subject. Yeah, I don't really need anything else in there. This stuff's support is actually not the person I'm buying from, like brand's identity. It's Fiverr, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm good. I'm just gonna hit start now. Let's see what it does. Okay, your order. Never miss an order update. Well, that's cool. So who cares how I heard about it? Your order is now in the works. You'll be notified. You should receive delivery by Monday at 3 o'clock. I get the Fiverr app. Here's some other stuff it's saying you can add in, but it looks like we're good to go on that kind of stuff. And so I'm going to wrap up there for today, but I just showed you it's 20 minutes I recorded. That includes my recap, and that includes me turning on and off the camera to be able to put my credit card information in. But you can go in and fairly quickly just ask for a logo, and for $10, I'm going to have, or $14.37, I'm going to have somebody who thinks they're an expert at graphic design create me a logo. And I don't care what the logo really looks like. I just need to look at it. Yeah, that looks good. And put it in. It doesn't have to have all these fancy things around the quality of the video file or pixels or anything. I don't care about any of that. I just need something that I can put in the top left of my capability statement as I move forward. Tomorrow when I come back, because I still won't be able to do forming the LLC, I'll show you the Z format I'm going to use, and I'll start lining up the parts that I need. And I'm just going to start building the capability statement tomorrow. I'll probably do it in 20 or 25 minutes to get the rough draft in there and to be able to plug stuff in. So hopefully you found this valuable. If you did, give a comment or a thumbs up in the chat or comments. But also, if you have any questions, if you have trouble, let me know. If you're in the government contracting space, you truly are. And if you're here 22 minutes into this rambling video about Fiverr, then you probably really are. On Monday, we've got a networking event. It's a free networking event. So just go to govconinabox.com/networking, and you can register for that event. It's free. People register on LinkedIn, and then they come in on Zoom. But it's a great way to network. We got like 200 people coming. It's Monday at noon. All right, I'm out of here. I will see you tomorrow.